This video made possible by Sea Eagle, inflatable kayaks, canoes, boards, and watercraft. Kayak, high-performance packable touring kayaks. Astral, high-performance PFDs and water footwear. Shelta, the best sun hats available, period. Helinox, quality ultralight camping furniture. Brompton, the iconic quality British folding bike. Thank you for purchasing off my affiliate links. They make this channel possible. Hey, I'm here with Kimberly Wagner. She has put together this wonderful event, and it's an annual event. And tell me about the paddling trail. I hear there's a big 18-mile paddling trail here at the Neches.
I am the communications director for the Angelina and Neches River Authority. And so this is my first time to do this.
And it's pronounced Neches.
Neches,
okay.
that's right.
I said Neches. So
a lot of people call it Neches, all kinds of things, but it is Neches. At least that's how we say it out here in East Texas.
Like nature.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So, and it's just a great event. We have people, whether they have experience paddling or no experience paddling, and people are just really excited to be out here.
And there's like we're doing 10 miles today, but there's like an 18-mile trail.
It's technically 9.2 miles.
9.2.
And it is officially the Neches Davy Crockett paddling trail, but a lot of people don't know about it.
Did Davy Crockett paddle it?
Probably, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He might have.
He's not here to ask, so.
King of the wild frontier.
Yeah, but speaking of the wild frontier, it is kind of like being out in the wild frontier when you're out there, because this part of the Neches River, see, now you have me saying Neches.
Yeah.
This part of the Neches River, it is completely undeveloped. And in fact, you're not going to see any houses, any stores. You're not going to hear any traffic.
That'd be nice.
It's nothing but nature out there. And I paddled it on Thursday to make sure that it was going to be safe for everybody, and it was absolutely beautiful. Happy paddling.
Thank you very much.
Let's rendezvous.
Nice to talk to you. There she is, all ready to go. The Razorlight 393 RL. It's going to be beautiful on this river.
Keep it fair. Let's keep it fair. No funny things. Are you in?
There we are. I got my pants messy.
Here's the launch area down here. Really nice launch area. A bit muddy, but that's what this river is all about. There's a bunch of mud here. It's going to be mud-colored water. We're in the spring, and all the spring rains really stir it up. But great little launch area. They've put a bunch of geocarpet down there to stabilize it and make it easier to walk on.
Wow, how fun is this?
Hey, y'all have fun out there.
Howdy.
Oh, hey, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you're going to be on the video.
I hope so.
It's
to see you, sir.
Holmes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good to see you, man. Yeah, there's a pretty good current. This is about a 9.5 mile paddle today, and I mean, you could just drift the whole thing, but it's going to be a beautiful paddle. So just getting some footage of everybody leaving. I'm waiting for my boat to still make it here on the trailer. There's the old girl up there. Got the Razorlight. Looks like it made it fine on the trailer. They got them loaded up real nice. No, it's a dry box. There you go. Thank you. Got some real pretty color in here. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty. just talked to the Texas game warden right there on the shoreline, asking, you know, when is this river ideal? Again, it's the Neches River, and I will put a map on the screen here so you can see where we're paddling. But right now the CFS is 2100 CFS, and that's cubic feet per second, and it's really moving. But they said, you know, in the dead of the summer the water gets pretty low, but they were in a John boat with a 25 horsepower, so if you want to put in a motorized craft, you can motorize all of this in the spring and probably until the end of June, unless we're in a big drought. But probably, you know, the spring months all the way to maybe end of June is probably ideal to do this river. Boy, you barely have to paddle here. It's, you know, just use the paddle to keep the kayak straight.
Good morning.
Good morning, how y'all doing?
Good.
These all the volunteers?
Yes, sir. We're search and rescue.
All right.
You've made it 1 mile.
These are the people that'll come and get you if you get lost. I'm doing a YouTube video for my channel.
Wonderful.
So,
We've got a helicopter landing zone if you need it.
all right, all right.
Please don't need it. I'd rather not. It's a beautiful day.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Hard to believe it's almost June. Boy, that's search and rescue. It is very well put on, and you know, you have game wardens, you have search and rescue, because this is a wild area here, and if you're maybe inexperienced or something happens, it's nice to have people here that will come and make sure you make it home safely. Boy, this current is moving. This 10-mile paddle is going to be nothing today. If anything, I might have to turn around and paddle upstream just to get a little bit more activity going. But oh my gosh, it is just absolutely gorgeous. The thing that's really neat with this, Kimberly, who we talked about earlier, she had said you'll see one old abandoned house, and this is just wild East Texas. And a lot of people think of Texas that haven't been to Texas before. They're like, oh, that's just desert and tumbleweeds. Well, you know, I live in Dallas, and when people come to Dallas, they're like, wow, I didn't know this was Texas. And then they get into East Texas like this, and they're like, wow, I did not know that this was Texas. This is just like the southeastern United States. It's like Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. Just big, massive pine forests. As a matter of fact, both sides here, they're owned by the big lumber companies. And most of this land is lumber land. And you know, pine trees are a crop here. Like food is a crop other places. Well, this is where your 2x4s come from. This is where your house comes from. This is where your paper comes from. But we're in the Davy Crockett National Forest. And yeah, it makes me think of when I was growing up, for you older folk like me, when I was growing up in the 70s, and Walt Disney came out with a video or movie, Davy Crockett. king of the wild frontier. And I remember the song now, Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. He had a coonskin cap on, but Davy Crockett is a legend here in Texas because he was one that went down and fought at the Alamo, and he died at the Alamo. And he was a politician up in, I want to say it was Tennessee. He was a congressman or a senator, I don't know which one. But there's a famous quote from him. He got fed up with all the politics, kind of like a lot of us are today. He got fed up with all the politics, and I think the party that he was making him fed up, or maybe it's the party he was in, it was the Whig Party. But I don't know what party that's like today. But he said, "Y'all can go to hell. I'm going to Texas." And that's what Davy Crockett did. He told them all to go to hell, and he moved to Texas. And he lived out the rest of his life in Texas and ultimately fought for the freedom of Texas at the Alamo and died there. So, big story of Davy Crockett here. And being in the Crockett National Forest is really neat to see. This is an area I want to come and explore more of. Now this is all private property here, but you know, there are some places that you can get out and stand on the immediate shoreline and just stretch if you ever have to stretch your legs or get something out of the cooler in the back. But you definitely don't want to walk up into these into the land here because this is all private property. Not sure about camping opportunities with the water so high up. If you're actually on somebody's land, that might pose a problem. But if the water's down lower and you got some shoals, I'm not seeing that on this trip, but it's you know, there's probably a lot of areas that you can camp. Don't know if you could this time of year though, where there's just so much flooded water. Now a little history on the Neches. The Neches River, I think it's 400 and I think 12 miles long, but it's at least 400 miles. I think it was 412 when I looked it up. And it's, I think they were tracing back or civilizations around here 12,000 years. But about 700 AD, more of the modern, quote, modern Indian tribes came here, and of which they were of the Neches variety, N-E-C-H-E-S. So the river is named after the Indian tribes that were here. There were several different versions of the tribes over the centuries, but the Neches is where they all kind of descended from. Also the Caddo Indians were in this area, C-A-D-D-O. But you know, this was a even in the steamboat era, this was a major river of trade, getting timber down to the Gulf of Mexico, and also the oil from the East Texas oil fields. There were tons of oil fields here at the turn of the century, and this was a navigable river, probably not the whole year, but barges and steamboats, and you know, they would push the barges up here and navigate, load them up, and you know, back then the rivers were the interstates, and we didn't have tractor trailers. We just had barges and you know, steamboats. So that's a little history on it. I couldn't find any other real notable history, but you know, the whole eastern side of Texas is just full of rivers. And there's just so many for me to explore. Today I have my Pearl Izumi leg guards on. These are sun guards for your legs, and Pearl Izumi makes these for cyclists. And the only ones that I've found, you just slide them on Slide them on kind of like pantyhose without the panty. And but they're nice because you don't have to take your shorts off. So when you get to a part of the day where the sun's not a problem, you just slide them off without having to take your shorts off and all of that. And that makes it real nice. Also, my Shelta sun hat. These are the best sun hats I have ever used, period. They float. They hold the brim up to 40-mile-an-hour wind. They have a chin strap that comes down. Super comfortable. They're not hot at all. Also, they're sun gloves. Shelta sun gloves. I have tons of their shirts as well. This is an NRS shirt here, though. But yeah, just all protected from the sun and don't have to put on sunscreen. One thing I've noticed about the Shelta sun gloves is I used to get specific kayak paddling gloves that had a little bit of padding here and there. And I found I don't need those. I can paddle all day long with these sun gloves because really all you need is an extra layer to rub against your paddle, because you basically are holding your paddle real nice and light, like so. But you just need somewhere to rub. Instead of rubbing your skin, you're rubbing this. It's just a Lycra, flexible. And I find that these are cooler, they're more comfortable, and they do just as good of a job as kayak specific gloves. Now, maybe you might want kayak specific gloves if you're doing heavy whitewater and you're just really torquing down on that paddle and you're just paddling for survival. But type of paddling I do most of the time, these things work awesome. It's just calming and soothing for the soul to spend time out in nature like this, paddling and experiencing the great outdoors. And my gosh, when you can be remote, that's even better. And boy, remote is what we are today. Thing I like also about paddling rivers is there's always an abundance of shade if you want it. Trees that are draping over the water, they give you a nice respite from the sun, and get out there where it's cool. But there's a lot of it on this river. Boy, it's just constant birds chirping. It is total immersion, total immersion in nature. And I haven't seen a house. I haven't seen anything. Absolutely gorgeous. I've paddled sit inside kayaks for many years and sit on top kayaks. And boy, I really appreciate for longer days a sit on top, or a kayak like this Razorlight, which is essentially sit on top, because you know, after a while you just want to stretch your legs. And I'm not really getting out anywhere on the shoreline on this trip, but just kind of stretch your legs, put them over the gunnels, and rotate the ankles, and you're good to go some more. But super comfortable for moving around. And then when you need to get something out of the back, all you do is swing your legs over the side, like so, and then you can reach in the back and grab, you know, whatever you got back in the back, and then grab it and swing back around. Many call this sitting side saddle, like sitting side saddle on a horse, but makes it real easy to get what you want behind you. Boy, look at this old shack. Oh my gosh. I bet this thing's been here 100 years. Hilton on the Neches. Or Hilton on the Neches. It certainly may have been flooded from time to time, but boy, is that gorgeous. All the boat traffic on this river today has been extremely respectful, so that's great. You know, all you gotta do is just slow down a little bit when you go, slow down to an idle when you pass kayakers. Then you can take off after you pass them, like this guy did. He did it right. So yeah, just out of respect, you know, you try not to throw up big waves when you pass people. But it's so easy, it's so cool that this river is all navigable, and I can't wait to come back here another time and bring the Honda 5 horsepower on the Sea Eagle paddle ski or the FastCat. I think it'd be perfect for this river. There's old mile 8 there, coming up. Seeing the world through the bow of a kayak. That's kind of nice. Gives you a different perspective. Seeing the world from a kayak. You slow down a few notches. You recoup from the work week, from all the hectic in your life. Just everything just sheds off of you when you get out on the water like we're doing today. I highly encourage you to get out there and enjoy the outdoors. There's so much cool stuff to see out there. So many great lakes, so many great rivers, you know, so many great bays, so much great ocean. And a lot of people ask, where do you paddle? Well, you know, look up the rivers. The NRS Paddleways app is awesome for finding all the launch spots on all the rivers and all the lakes and all the bays and all the oceans all across the United States. But you know, if all you have is a big lake near you, well, lakes always have nice fingers that you can go up inside of, and you can often paddle up creeks on those fingers. When it's good weather and the wind is good, you can get out on the open lake, kind of follow the shorelines. It's beautiful. And in Texas, there's no, there's certainly an abundance of water in Texas, especially on the eastern half of Texas. Western half of Texas, not so much. It's just arid desert. But the eastern half of Texas, there's rivers and lakes galore out there. And you know, so no matter where you live, if you got water nearby, get out and jump on it and explore it. You'll thank me later. Boy, I heard there was a shack and a school bus on this river. And there's the school bus. We already saw the shack, the Hilton on the Neches, but there's the school bus. I don't know what its story is, or even how it got down here. Hell, it might have washed down here in a flood. It's probably more like it. But here it's at a winding spot in the river, real pretty. Mile 9 out of 10, so we got about half a mile left, I think, which is good because we're coming up on 3 hours and my butt hurts. I need to get up and stand up. Regardless of the comfort of your kayak seat, after sitting down for 2.5, 3 hours, it's time to get up. Matter of fact, I gotta stretch my legs a minute. But oh, it's been beautiful. And 3 hours on the water has been beautiful. And what's been better is I didn't hear any banjos. If any of y'all get it, any of you are my age and get that, didn't hear any banjos, keep paddling, I hear banjos. If any of you get it, leave a comment in the comments section. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the remaining, well, I hear the bridge coming up, so it's not much longer. I see the bridge up here, which means we're coming to the end. Thank you so much for coming with me on the Neches Rendezvous, the annual rendezvous. I highly recommend it. Big Kayak Cliffs, thumbs up. Don't forget to get out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I do kayaking, boating, outdoor related videos, and I review cool products. And you know, again, if you want to see the products that I talk about or that I like and that I wholeheartedly endorse, because I don't talk about anything unless I totally use it, and I do all of my products, go to kayakcliff.com or look at the links in the description box as well. Thanks for coming with me today. God's blessings to you and your families. I hope to see you out on the water sometime soon. Kayak Cliff out.